Something we all do countless times a day, often without even thinking about it. We're talking about smiling. But what if one day you were told you may never smile again?
That's what happened to one local little girl when a rare medical condition almost took her ability to smile, literally.
Yeah, Haley Harmon had the chance to sit down with Jordan and has her story for us now this morning.
That's right, guys. This morning, Jordan had told us it was about 2 years ago that she first started having problems with her jaw, and it escalated so quickly. Her family feared she may actually lose her smile forever, but it was thanks to an experimental treatment that she is now smiling bigger than ever. Since the moment 14-year-old Jordan Henniger was born, she's been full of life, smiling her way through every day, that trademark grin always plastered across her face.
My goodness, it just lights up the room.
That smile has never diminished through the years, even as she's been diagnosed with multiple serious illnesses, including celiac disease, Hashimoto's disease, a brain cyst, and juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, a painful condition she's been battling since childhood. That's why it came as such a shock one recent morning when Jordan's mother was helping fix her hair before school and looked down to see her daughter's face unrecognizable. Jordan's right jaw was sagging so severely it was pulling her face down.
I said, Jordan, what happened? And she's like, oh, it happens all the time. My jaw just falls out of place.
Jordan reached up and pushed her own jaw back into place.
I learned how to pop my jaw back into place because when I would try and eat stuff, it would pop out where it was so low on this side.
Jordan says the intense pain in her jaw developed slowly, but got so bad she could barely open her mouth. She started only eating things like mashed potatoes and soup to avoid the ache, her sagging jaw leaving her unable to smile, and when she did, it was crooked.
I did my pageants and I did my cheer, and it just wasn't good.
Her mother immediately called her longtime doctor at East Tennessee Children's Hospital, Dr. Joe Peden. Dr. Peden works in the diagnosis clinic, specializing in solving complex, hard-to-diagnose cases. He immediately set to work, and with no time to waste.
Pretty quickly, it was getting worse and worse. Her smile, I was calling Dr. Peden, saying, Dr. Peden, I've noticed today that it's worse.
Having known the little girl with the infectious grin all her life, he couldn't let her lose that.
I was crying, and he said, don't worry, Mom, we're not going to let her lose her smile.
He discovered that Jordan's rheumatoid arthritis was causing the joint in her jaw to deteriorate, an extremely rare manifestation of the disease. In all his years of medicine, Dr. Peden has only seen 2 cases.
I'd never even thought about it happening to her. I never thought about her face being affected by arthritis.
How to fix it was another story, but he researched and researched until he found a specialist at Cincinnati Children's Hospital who told him about a treatment still in the trial phase that might work. Jordan's family decided to go for it. She received the experimental steroid injection in her jaw.
They say it's more intense than brain surgery because they have to hit a 1 millimeter point.
And within 1 week, she could move again.
Sure enough, he was able to really give her back her smile.
She's had the injection twice now, and her facial movement continues to get better every day, something Jordan and her appetites are beyond excited about.
It was better when I could start eating my steak again. Not gonna lie, I love steak.
Without this treatment and Dr. Peden's tireless efforts to find it, Jordan's face would have only gotten worse.
I didn't want to think about it. She wouldn't be the smiling, happy Jordan she is now.
He's just as happy as Jordan when she greets him with the biggest of smiles, the smile he helped to save, as he surprised Jordan and her mom during our interview.
Sometimes I can't even close my mouth. Permanent smile.
Making a child better, that's where it's at. That's the reward.
I know. Now, the diagnostic clinic where Dr. Peden works has only been open for about 1.5 years at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. And as you saw in this case, they work endlessly to solve these complex cases. And we've got more information about that clinic on our website. But is she not the cutest thing?
She is adorable. You can tell she's a happy child.
She really is. Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that doctor to not, take no for an answer. I got to figure this out.
They researched to found the gentleman in Cincinnati and went from there, yeah.
Good for them. Good for that family. Great story. Thank you, Haley.
Thank you, Haley.